So, if you've just, let's say, been living under a rock for a while, there's a new pope in the Vatican, and he's an American. And here is just a short list of why you should care. The first and most significant reason is the fact that nobody would have expected this. Roman Catholicism has never truly flourished on this side of the Great Pond. And politically as well, it should be noted that the American culture has never been all that positive towards Roman Catholicism. That at one point in the past, when John F. Kennedy was running for president for the first time, he was a baptized Catholic, and people thought that it would actually result in the Pope being the de facto president of the United States, and that there was questions about whether or not someone who was a confessing Catholic could be president without it violating some sort of church and state association. However, just in the more recent history, Joe Biden having been threatened by Rome to have his access to the Eucharist revoked for being pro-choice seemed like the rift between the American experiment and Western confessional Catholicism was irreparable. Nevertheless, here we are, and I think strategically this might be a matter of that they're trying to bridge that gap. They're trying to mend that in such a way to try and repair the relationship because of the fact that America is still so much of a Christian nation, especially in contrast to post-Christian Europe and Canada, that there are many people, both Christian and secular in nature, that have been suggesting for quite a few years now, like a couple of decades now, that if the very fiber of the American experiment that was so deeply, at least nominally Christian from its founding, continues to erode and continues down the path that Canada, that Europe has gone down, that the whole of Christianity as a cultural icon might be in trouble. From the very beginning in the 16th century, Protestants have chanted Semper Reformata, the idea that the church always needs to be in a constant state of reformation, and that it is always one generation from its demise. And I think Rome is finally willing to accept that as well.